All right, this is a big question I had during the process of losing fat. You're trugging along at your diet. It's difficult. You're having tough days, you're restricting what you eat. When you do go out with friends, they're all having pizza, you're having a lean steak with salad. And at some point, the question pops into your mind, what actually happens when this diet ends? Do I have to keep eating like this forever? Because I mean, obviously I'm losing all this weight and surely I'm gonna require much less calories to maintain my body weight when I get to the goal weight. What actually happens when the diet ends? And this one kind of terrified me because I love food so much and I didn't want to fucking kind of do this forever. And thankfully, the good news is you don't have to do it forever. It's actually so much easier to maintain your weight loss than it is to lose weight. And I've found through experience that when I went back to maintenance, I was able to eat quite a lot more calories to maintain my goal weight. And that was a huge relief to me. But that being said, if you rush it too much, if your calorie deficit's too large, if you really force the process in a short amount of time, I think your chances of rebounding are so much higher because you've freaked your body out. You've lost weight super fast and your body's gone into a survival mode where it's like, hey bro, there's no food. When there's next food available, you need to eat and you need to eat a lot because otherwise we're gonna starve to death because your body doesn't know that you're not gonna starve to death. So that's why you don't wanna rush it too much. The other important thing for maintaining it once you've lost the weight, I've realized, and that's helped me maintain the weight loss, is I built really good habits during the process. 3 years of dieting, I learned a lot of really good habits in order to lose 50 pounds sustainably. And those habits are, I eat lots of fruit and veg. I'm aware of how much fruit and veggies I'm consuming, even if I'm not tracking calories. And you know, I might have a day or two where I kind of just eat whatever. It's a lot of indulgence. And I quickly kind of feel shitty, like physically I feel shitty, mentally like brain fog. Probably a little bit of guilt as well. Not too bad, but I'm still working on that. But then I actually start to crave the fruits, the veg, the healthy foods, and I've started to see that overindulgence consistently is just not that satisfying. It's way nicer as a treat, as a little special thing. If you're just doing it all the time, it's just the normal. It's no longer like a nice, cool thing. Fruits and veggies, loads of them. As many, my philosophy is I'm just gonna try eat as much fruits and veggies as I possibly can. Lots of different types, lots of different colors. And that's like the cornerstone of having good diet habits. Then next, I'm still always very careful with my fats because those ones really add up quickly. I've noticed during the 3 years of dieting, when I was tracking calories, I would see, oh my God, that peanut butter I put on my bread has used up a lot of my calories for the day. Or whoops, I used a lot of olive oil and oh, that's a lot of calories for the day. So now, even if I'm not tracking calories, I still find myself putting the olive oil on the scale, weighing it, because I know that if I'm not careful with the olive oil, even though it's healthy, it's a lot of calories. And it's probably those two things are like the biggest thing. I try to eat unprocessed foods. I'm not a zealot about it at all. Like, I do eat processed foods. I like pizza. I like ice cream. I like cookies, all the things, all the good tasty things. But, you know, it's probably like 30% of my diet's like processed, unhealthy, sugary, fatty foods. But 70% of it is quite healthy, fibrous, unprocessed foods. And that makes it quite easy to maintain the weight loss, even if I'm not tracking calories, even if I'm eating kind of freely and just intuitively, which is such a relief because I just thought, oh my God, forever am I gonna be forced to kind of be hungry. You know, I'm gonna have to track everything, otherwise I'll just eat way too much. And that's not been the case, and it's a huge relief. And yeah, like I say, you can actually eat a lot more calories when you go back into maintenance than you could when you're trying to get the weight off. So that's really cool. So don't stress about that. It should be okay. Try to make sure you're building up those good habits along the way and you're gonna be good.